Badgers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Washington. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And a lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And off to Jones. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Manning. Bounced off his feet.
really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Dupree. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. The give to the back. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Got a man. It's Barry Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. And off to Jones. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. He slings it deep to the left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
Steps away to find some room. Got his man downfield. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now staring at a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll do it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think on that 3rd and long, man, they said, forget the pass. Like, we're just going to run the option, and the quarterback makes the right read. He keeps it. And I think they were trying to cut down this 4th down and make it more manageable. So mission accomplished by this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his man. It's Hernandez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Back to pass, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. He's going to take off. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's McLaurin. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Baker. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Takes a handoff. It's McLaurin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Terrapins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
The extra point here would tie the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Baker. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option, the give. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The Badgers want to move quickly. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Baker. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Touchdown, Badger! They take the lead with the 6. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Smith. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Grab near the marker. It's Manning. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it after 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Gonna swing it on second down. Lets it fly. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The give on the inside. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for room. It's McLaurin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Washington. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Quick step and go. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Absolutely perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went